course, yes. I'm not taking back my word. Baba Blue is going come 2027. He's going to be kicked out. That is how it is. Nigeria is.
Hello and what's up guys. In this video, a bold Yoruba woman has broken the silence, and what she said about Tinubu is shaking the internet right now. She's not holding back. According to her, Tinubu has failed Nigerians badly, and come 2027, he is going home for good. In her own words, Nigeria is not for one person, and she made it very clear those supporting Tinubu are either completely gullible or just selfishly okay, while the rest of the country suffers. But that's not all. She exposed two dangerous set of Tinubu supporters. The first, people who are living fine but pretend not to see the pain around them. The second, well, just wait till you hear it directly from her. Then another concerned Nigerian woman added fuel to the fire, saying Nigeria isn't just suffering, it has been hijacked. Her words, corruption that used to be shared is now pocketed by one man. She even said, even during our worst years, we never experienced this kind of fear and silence. Guys, I will let you watch this video for yourself so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already done so. Take a look, guys, and remember to share your thoughts after watching.
Hello, my people. About the previous video I made, right on my page here, many people come for me, and local people come for me simply because I say Baba Tinubu is going, Baba Blue is going, Bulaba is going. Of course, yes. I'm not taking back my word. Baba Blue is going come 2027. He's going to be kicked out. That is how it is. Nigeria is not for one person. Nigeria is not for one set of gullible miscreants. Nigeria is for the intelligent one. People that are intelligent, we know that this government has failed us. Yeah, they have failed us. Let me quickly say this thing. I observed something. There are two sets of people that are supporting this Tinubu government. Two sets of people. One, the first set are the people that are selfishly okay. What did you mean? What did I mean by selfishly okay? They are okay on their own, but they still keep blind eye to all the evil, the things going on, insecurity, everything. In fact, everything is messed up. They keep blind eye because they are not being affected. They are not being affected individually. They are not being affected. That is why they can afford it. So that is why I call them selfishly okay. They are very selfish people. And the second people, they are those ones that cannot even afford 3 square meal, but they are very shallow upstairs, blockheads people. Those people that are very sworn into tribalistic, everything in their life. They are living a locality life. They don't know what it is to run a government. All they just come out to shout is about their tribes. Be calling me names, saying all sorts of nonsense simply because I go against this government. I'm not hungry. I'm not a billionaire, but certainly I'm not hungry. I'm eating well. This is me. I'm eating well, but I'm still complaining for the future of our children. I'm voicing out for the less privileged one who don't have the platform, who don't have the opportunity to come and speak. That's why I'm here. I cannot keep a blind eye when things is going wrong in my country. Yes. If you say one thing, they will make mention of Buhari. During Buhari, the northern and these people. Who told you that? During Buhari, it's not this bad. It's not this bad during Buhari. Everybody pray, even the northern pray that Buhari should leave. Even Buhari is not even bad. And for your information, Buhari didn't even win the second term. People voted Buhari out. It's your Baba Blue that do everything to make sure Buhari remains there, to secure that seat for him. So during Buhari, people not everyone wants Buhari out. They rig it for Buhari to remain the second time. Nigeria know they can. If Nigeria don't see the do what they know, everybody go voice out. Even though Buhari government is not bad like this. So what does religion tribalism has to do with the bad governance? I don't understand. You people level of literacy, I don't understand. I don't understand. I'm saying it again. I will make it personal that Tinubu, Baba Blue will not make 2027. I will make it my business. Come for me. I'm ready for you.
Let me clearly say, no administration, not even Abacha, has run Nigeria with this level of arrogance, exclusion, and impunity. We've seen military rule, we've seen corruption. But what we are seeing today is something more dangerous. It's like a complete personalization of the country, where power is no longer just abused, it is ordered like a private inheritance. Let me start with the basics. Even Abacha, listen. Say what you want to say about General Sani Abacha, and trust me, we all have a lot to say. But even under the Iron Fist, there were channels, there were emissaries, there were conversations. Even Peter Obi could meet power and be heard. Today, what we have, a phantom presidency, a president who is present in little but absent in governance, president with one or two known gatekeepers, just a press release maybe from Bayo, and so we are supposed to run with that gospel. Yes, in past administrations, there was corruption. No one is denying that. But even in the looting, the funds were circulated. It sounds sad, but it is true. There was a kind of democratic corruption. Governors, ministers, party officials, all sharing the spoils of a broken system. As bad as that was, it allowed multiple players to have a stake in the country. But now, the corruption is centralized. Nigeria is now a one-man company with two executive directors. Budget shared like family inheritance. Even the Federal Executive Council is a rubber stamp. Under Obasanjo, you could feel the strength of institutions. Under Jonathan, there was disorganization, but decentralization. Under Buhari, there was something called body language. There was a facade of order. But today, every institution is a joke. Never in our history has every arm of government functioned like an obedient servant to one man's ego. This is why the coalition, for all its imperfection, is necessary. It is for something like this. It will return Nigeria to the realm of democratic balance, because power cannot exist in a vacuum. And when one man captures the state, the people must find another route to balance it out. That is why the coalition is about not perfect people, but reintroduction of competition. We are not mad. We are just tired. Even Abacha, the same Abacha, at least govern with a full cabinet. This one man, two deputies, zero empathy, and 1 million of hungry citizens. We won't keep quiet. We won't normalize the absurd. I will not sit idle while this country is being sipped into one's man's pocket.
Today, I'm going to be asking AI to tell us between Peter Obi and Tinubu who is actually better fit to be Nigeria's president based on their tenure as governor. Now, all of you know that AI does not use emotions. AI doesn't care about who you like or who you don't like. AI doesn't care whether you are APC or PDP or whatever. AI will only state facts and give you the truth based on facts. First question I'm going to ask AI is I'm going to ask it, how are you going to rate these two people based on their tenure as governor? So the first question I'm going to ask here is for AI to list the factors that are going to be used to judge them as governors. So let's look at the factors together. Number 1 is security and stability. Number 2 is infrastructure development. Number 3 is education. 4, healthcare. 5, job creation and youth empowerment. Economic growth and IGR. Welfare and civil service reform. Transparency and governance. Agriculture and rural development. Industrialization. Environment and climate resilience. Legacy projects. Public perception and popularity. Responsiveness to emergencies, and lastly, implementation of campaign promises. 15 factors. Let's start with factor 1, security and stability. Tinubu set up SSRO, improved policing, but urban crime and area boys remained a major issue. Peter Obi tackled political violence, ended godfather control, and reduced insecurity over time. Peter Obi had a greater turnaround from chaos to order, so Peter Obi wins factor number 1. Let's go to factor number 2. So factor number 2 is infrastructure development, right? Tinubu Lagos initiated major road and drainage projects, upgraded Oshodi, and laid groundwork for BRT system, focused on urban renewal and slum clearance. Obi focused on rural road, built over 800 kilometers of road across the LGAs, emphasized access rather than urban showpieces. Tinubu wins factor number 2. So factor number 3 is education. Now, Tinubu rehabilitated schools, introduced free education, but faced issues with overcrowding and quality. Obi in Anambra State returned mission schools to churches, increased WAEC performance, and provide buses, generators, and computers to school. Peter Obi wins number 3, measurable improvement in quality and outcome. Now, factor number 4 is healthcare. Tinubu upgraded general hospitals, expanded primary healthcare centers, but struggled with overcrowding and funding. Obi in Anambra revamped over 100 healthcare facilities, partnered with churches to run hospitals, equipped and staffed centers better. Peter Obi wins the factor number 4. He had broader rural healthcare reach and better partnerships. So Peter Obi wins factor number 4. Factor number 5 is job creation and youth empowerment. Now, Tinubu in Lagos encouraged private sector growth, created LASMA and KAI, employed the youth, and supported informal sector indirectly. Obi focused on small-scale grants, youth skill acquisition, and also did public sector hiring. But Tinubu wins factor number 5. Tinubu wins this one too as well. Let's go to factor number 6. Factor number 6 is economic growth and internally generated revenue. Tinubu in Lagos State grew the IGR from 600 million naira to 7 billion naira monthly through aggressive tax reforms and LIRS creation. Obi in Anambra State improved IGR modestly, but focused more on reducing government debt and saving fund. Tinubu wins this particular one. Tinubu wins in the factor number 6. Factor number 7, welfare and civil service reform. Tinubu in Lagos State reformed the civil service structure, digitized some processes, and had tensions with federal authorities over allocation. But Peter Obi paid salaries, paid pensions promptly, ensured declared arrears, introduced biometric verification, and reduced wastage. Peter Obi wins factor number 7. Let's look at factor number 8. Factor number 8, transparency and governance. Tinubu in Lagos State is known for strategic vision, but criticized for lack of full budget transparency and allegation of opaque finances. Peter Obi had regular budget publications, frugal spending, left billions in state savings, and is widely praised for transparency. Peter Obi wins factor number 8. Factor number 9, agriculture and rural development. Tinubu in Lagos had minimal focus on agriculture due to Lagos' urban nature, with some rural initiatives in Ekpe and Badagry. Obi, on the other hand, invested in rural roads, supported farmers with inputs and training, and promoted community development projects. Of course, Obi wins in this one too as well. Factor number 10, industrialization. Tinubu in Lagos promoted the Lekki Free Trade Zone, laid foundation for Eco Atlantic, and attracted major investors to Lagos. Obi in Anambra supported SMEs, revived Onitsha Industrial Hub modestly, but had few large-scale industrial initiatives. So Tinubu wins this one hands down. More impactful large-scale industrial groundwork. Tinubu wins in this one. Factor number 11, which is environment and climate resilience. Tinubu in Lagos started drainage and flood control projects, beautification efforts, but Lagos remained highly flood prone. Obi tackled erosion, a major problem in the state, partnered with federal agencies, and supported tree planting. Obi had a much more tailored proactive response to local environmental issue. So Obi wins factor number 11 too as well. Factor number 12, legacy projects. Tinubu had the BROT system. He also had LIRS and LASMA, which are foundational reforms that shaped modern Lagos governance. While Obi returned schools to mission, had physical savings culture, and rural infrastructure projects, Tinubu wins in factor number 12, which is legacy projects. Tinubu had long-lasting, system-wide legacy structures. Factor number 13 is public perception and popularity. Tinubu is a highly influential political figure, widely respected in Lagos politics, but also controversial in national perception. Obi has gained reputation for integrity and prudence, widely respected across party lines, and has strong grassroots appeal. Obi wins the number 13 in terms of public perception. Factor number 14 is responsiveness to emergencies. Tinubu in Lagos State responded to flooding and urban crisis with early stage agencies, but often slow or overwhelmed by scale. Obi, on the other hand, was proactive in crises like political violence, erosion, and health emergencies, and often emphasized quick intervention. So Obi wins in the factor number 14. On factor number 15, implementation of campaign promises. Tinubu delivered on major reform-oriented promises like tax reform, urban renewal, and governance restructuring, while Obi closely aligned actions with promises, especially in education, healthcare, and physical discipline, and often referenced his manifesto in progress tracking. Obi also wins factor number 15 as well too. Now let's look at the full scorecard and see who wins the whole thing. Now, of course, an unbiased comparison of the scorecard will say that Peter Obi wins on 10 factors and Tinubu wins on 5 factors. So I had to now ask, compare Peter Obi to every democratic governor that has ruled a state in Nigeria since 1999 and tell me who is best fit to be the president on the factors listed previously. So that's the last question I asked. So I asked that question and then it gave me this particular answer. So I'm comparing Peter Obi to every other governor that has ruled Nigeria, every other state, and this is what it gave to me. So let's look at the answer. It's solely based on their record as state governors, measured against the 15 factors we use, excluding natural resources and advantage. The answer, of course, remains top performer Peter Obi. Other notable mentions are Umar Musa Yar'Adua, 1999 to 2007, Rabiu Kwankwaso, Bukola Saraki. These are very sound men. They are very, very sound men. So other people that they are saying that are as good as Peter Obi are these ones too as well. And Babatunde Fashola. But by head-to-head comparison, Peter Obi still beats all of them, right? But these are also very sound men. We respect them a lot. Rabiu Kwankwaso, Bukola Saraki, and Yar'Adua, and of course Babatunde Fashola. They are very, very sound, good, and amazing men as well.